In the rainforests of West Papua, there lives a tribe that is one of the most ancient and isolated cultures on Earth. The Korowai were not visited by outsiders until around 40 years ago, when anthropologists and missionaries returned with stories of cannibalism, Stone Age tools, and extraordinary houses built in the trees. Over the years, other documentaries have been made about them, but most film crews visit only once, and everything will have been set up for them in advance by a producer or local fixer. In this series, I'm trying something different. In order to get closer to the heart of Korowai culture, I'm going back to the same place 4 times over the course of the year. And this time, nothing has been prepared for me.
No!
When I first got here 8 months ago, I found a family living in a remote tumble-down treehouse. Quite possibly the last of their generation still living in the traditional way. On my next trip, however, it became apparent that their adopted son August no longer lived in the forest and had moved his family to the new village of Muara, 4 hours walk away. It's becoming clear that I've landed in the middle of a culture in transition.
This is absolutely incredible. This is beyond my wildest dreams.
And now I'm on my 3rd trip. Navigating a path between the ancient and the modern is turning out to be much more complicated than I ever imagined. My name is Will Millard. I'm a writer and expedition leader. I've spent much of the last decade travelling across West Papua. For the last 8 months, I've been coming to visit the Korowai, to try to better understand the challenges they face as they collide with the modern world. What I've seen is a tribe of people who have all but given up living in the forest. But I've also met 2 old men, Hope and Halap, still living the traditional way.
Yes, gotcha.
They are my last chance to understand an ancient hunter-gatherer way of life, a lifestyle which was shared by all our ancestors, but has now almost completely disappeared.
Ini guru saya.
To get the complete picture of Korowai life, I'm also going to spend time with their adopted son August, who, like most people round here, now lives in a government-built village. But when I arrived at his house a couple of days ago, I found that everyone had gone to a festival, a day's walk into the forest.
A group from another village just arrived and everyone just picks up their bows and arrows. And this has started.
There are roughly 4,000 Korowai, and I'm told that as many as 10% of the entire population are going to descend on this place in the next few hours to dance and feast on a local delicacy, sago grubs.
Amazing. Birds of paradise on heads, cassowary feathers, football tops, the works. It's amazing.
I speak Indonesian, but not Korowai, so I'm relying on my interpreter Perez to help make sense of it.
Ini bagus untuk orang Korowai karena semua teman-teman mereka bisa ke sini.
Tidak baku marah lagi, tidak baku musuh lagi, tidak baku perang lagi. Kalau sudah begini, berarti ada masalah semua damai.
Betul. Semua ramai sekali. Tidak ada masalah, ya?
Masalah.
Baik. No problems. You got to forget lupa masalah. Yeah.
Apparently, grub festivals began as a way of maintaining peace amongst their neighbouring clans. By coming together and sharing food, the villagers were able to settle disputes. Today there is not much tribal warfare left, but the Korowai still perform war dances as they enter the feast.
Absolutely extraordinary. I can't believe it. But I am crying because of the smoke.
On these trips, I've been made to consider where the line between the authentic and performance lies. But here is an undeniably ancient tradition being kept alive and adapted by the modern Korowai, and it is all the more meaningful for that.
This is Muara and Bygone combined. Two of the villages with the worst reputation in the whole of the Korowai region.
I'm here to try and find August and his wife Amel, who I first met 8 months ago and who I've been filming with on and off ever since.
Mama! Baik-baik? Manok Trobo. Wow, bagus sudah gemuk sekali. Oh, manok, saya senang.
When I first met Amel, she was 7 months pregnant, and when I came back on my second trip, I was there the night her child was born.
Oh, manok Trobo. Ada August? Di belakang? Ya? Dan Sun? Dan Dodi? Ya, semua jalan ke sini? Oh, bagus sekali. Oh, manok. 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 Sini, August. Hi, hey, son. Hey, kabar baik? August is here. Apa kabar, man? Yo, Mike. Oh, cigarettes. August, I've literally just arrived, mate. No. Kabar baik, teman? Yeah. Oh, saya senang sekali. Yeah. Hey, Dodi. Is this for me? Terima kasih. Wah. Wow, manok Trobo. Manok Trobo. Look at that. Amazing. That's fantastic. Saya senang sekali. Oh, the family are all here. Oh, goodness me. Bisa buka? Bisa? Oh, no. And the first one is going to be a beetle, which is my least favourite. Yeah? Enak sekali. Enak. Showing around the sago grubs. I can't believe it. I can't. Oh, look at that one. Oh. Doddy? That was the best one yet. Sinew. Manok. Oh, it's good to see you. Manok.
Dia punya nama Sophie.
Sophie.
Iya, Papa kasih nama.
August child has a name. Sophie. Cantik sekali. Mata cantik. It's just a carpet of sago with sago grubs.
The feast culminates with the sharing out of the giant sago grub pizzas.
Manok. Really hot that is. Yeah, panas. Filled with grubs. Amazing. But that here means more than just handshakes, smiles, 1,000 welcomes. That means you matter. And thank you so much for coming. Manok Trobo.
Itu sama-sama ikut ya.
Yeah.
Sama-sama jalan.
Apa tu? Besok. Kembali.
Oh, besok sama-sama.
Sekarang jalan sama-sama.
Iya.
Ya?
Muala.
Ya, betul.
Iya.
Ya.
Betul.
Baik.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ những video hấp dẫn.
lagi. It's dawn. They have not stopped all night. That's it. It's finished. That was the last act. That was the last dance. Everyone's going home. Who knows where, when, or where it will ever happen again.
I want to try and understand what life is like for today's Korowai, who have left the jungle behind and moved into villages. And so August has agreed to take me back to his home in the village of Mwara, a day's walk away. Mwara was established less than 3 years ago by the government and has a reputation for being lawless and volatile. There is no police post, no school, no shops, just a small collection of wooden huts.
Going round to August's house, which is over here. It's where he lives, but as I understand, he doesn't own it. I think it's owned by his uncle. Hey, Mama.
August only moved into the village a year ago, and there is almost no way to earn money here. He relies on his garden and hunting to support his family. But his experiences with the world outside means he has developed tastes well beyond the forest, and he's always asking me for noodles.
August, saya kasih ini untuk kamu. Ya? Saya ada mie. Ya, betul?
Manop.
Manop?
Manop.
Senang?
No, senang.
Oh, bagus. Three bags of noodles, I think, has gone into that, and it's fed over 10 people, definitely. And August hasn't even had any himself yet.
Despite the obvious poverty, the government claim that establishing villages like this helps them look after the Korowai better. But critics say they are only trying to clear the forests of tribal people so they can sell off the mining and logging rights. One thing is certain though. In order to persuade them to stay, they must also sell them the idea of modernity. And for this, they rely on the church to help spread the word.
Kita duduk di belakang ya. Duduk di belakang saja.
Sudah jalan ke pesta dan kembali dalam keadaan duduk di dalam, ada lain tidur di rumah, di dalam rumah ada lain di kerja. Silakan bangkit berdiri dan kami terima salam berkat dari Tuhan. Dari kerajinan itu yang bisa kampung maju. Tapi kalau malas-malas pemerintah lewat. Jadi semua apa yang nampak tidak boleh kembali lagi ke hutan ke gunung. Kecuali tamu-tamu sudah ada di sini baru kamu bisa hantar ke hutan. Tapi kalau mereka belum ada, jangan tinggal lama-lama di hutan. Sementara dulu, maju dulu, baru kamu bisa kembali lagi ke adat.
On all my trips to Papua, I've been paying porters from the village around £10 a day each, and a couple of cooks another £40 a day. On top of that, I've been paying August and his family for helping us to make the film and letting us stay with them. But it's always difficult to know how much to give. Too much leads to jealousies, and too little feels exploitative.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, tidak oh. Ino beda tidak. Di ba mo punay tabolo bali si ba binobo.
Right bike. Cool.
Sembutro bo. Amo lo ba tao bali. Lo ba do.
Oh, August. Oh, yeah. Kamu bisa bicara ini dengan siapa?
Inaro imo pa ho. Di ba? Aku biar meteo. Wabau berada ipene.
Bagaimana dengan mobil, dengan ini? Bagaimana charge?
Oh, benar. Lima bu.
Yeah. Ah, pintar sekali. That's really cool. Look at that. Look how that's been adapted. That's brilliant. Look at this. This is so clever. Ah, I see. But it works. It works. There is something akin to a gold rush in that village right now. There is a fever, and it revolves around getting stuff from the modern world. And the reason is because the Korowai, for as long as they knew, they thought they were the centre of the universe. But now they've realised that they are not the centre of the universe. In fact, they are on the absolute edge of the universe, and they are far, far behind everybody else. They want things from the modern world, and they wanted it yesterday. That is how they're going to get their subscription back, is by getting everything they possibly can as quickly as possible. And that means everything. Everything from pots and pans to Super Me noodles to mobile phones where they can't even call people. The problem they've got, though, is getting access to money to buy those things. And right now, the only way of getting money is through me. August doesn't have anything really to show for the amount of money that I've given him. I've given him quite a lot. And when I look through the things that he has in his house, I can see that they are nowhere near equivalent to the amount of cash that I've given him. They're just not. And what I've realised in recent times is that actually what's been happening is people in this village have been asking him for things and he hasn't been able to say no, but also that he's owed Amel's brothers and uncles quite a lot of money in compensation for her hand in marriage, and he's given money to them too. The difficulty is that as far as August is concerned, that means he's never been paid by me. That because he's given that money away, it means that he hasn't got anything for himself. And I'm beginning to get the impression that he feels that he almost needs a backdated payment of everything that he's done. Whereas obviously in my culture and from my perspective, that's not how it works. You're free to do whatever you will with your money, but your problems are your problems. I wish he wouldn't give it away, but I can't exactly start paying him again for everything that's gone in days past.
No wa yale di mali lobo no ya no abolo benanga di mati da kain tromati do no wa bale au di mali da wa yen ta be da mata mo ita wa budi mo bale galo do no misinga usimai ta ti yita nami jabi ho ali ka la kain dali da ule aba wa bi atono mane jena mali ate.
A boat and an engine would cost around £600, about the same as 3 months' wages for a local policeman. I've been coming to West Papua for long enough to know that in the context of the village, that's an absolute fortune. And I worry that if I pay him so much, I'd be dangerously distorting the entire local economy.
Of all the places I've ever stayed in the world, I've never been to a place where there's so much pressure placed on me to provide things, to give money, to buy stuff, to provide an opportunity for escape, and it's quite hard in many respects. And obviously I want to give everything I can and everything we can afford, but also I know that there is a line that, you know, once you get to, you can't push any further. And I'd like to think I've given everything that I possibly can, but I also have to keep one eye on the fact that I know that I can't set unrealistic expectations and just say yes to everything all of the time.
To give us both some time to think about it, I decide to go back into the forest with my cameraman and interpreter Perez to see Hulp and Halap. It's just a 4-hour walk from Wara, but in all the time I've been here, I've never heard of anyone else other than these 2 old men who are still living full-time in the forest. Theirs is quite possibly the last permanently inhabited treehouse in the entire Korowai territory.
Masiada! Is anyone in? I can see movement. Man up. Hey, hey! Bagus teman. Pak Halap. Oh, still.
As their treehouse began to collapse, Holp and Halap abandoned it and moved into the huts which were made for me and my film crew 8 months ago.
Mike.
Bro.
Man up.
Mano.
Man up.
Mano.
Oh, man up.
Uba bisa tu kami balik dah kau balik lagi. Mengko bani mengada menda. Bagus. Baik.
Bagus.
Mali ni menda boleh dah. Masih dah indah bisa dia kau balik dah balik.
Yeah, tidak apa-apa. Saya kasih lagi.
Ini menda. Apa gini lagi tu ni? Aku biar kau kerja lah. Ibu balik kabe. Oh, tahu dah memang bau.
Where we in the modern world measure time in months and years, the Korowai measure time in tree houses they have lived in. But Holp is suffering from arthritis from a fall he had many years ago. And as his heart begins to fail, his legs are becoming increasingly swollen. Without the strength to build a new treehouse, this will be Holp and Halap's last. It's hard to conceive that this broken treehouse is all that is left of the greatest expression of Korowai culture, that for centuries offered protection from tribal warfare, the animals of the jungle, and attack by black magic. For I've read that the Korowai believe that evil spirits, known as Hahua, roam the forest floor and steal people's souls.
Để bói vào và nó chỉ mình thao có lại in này của bà tiếc của bà tới bà đi ra bó vào chỗ tới mình thao qua mấy cái đầu đó ai nói bài mà bây giờ bà ai nó ra bảo đâu không đi đấy mà là
It's all too easy to sit at home miles and miles away from a hostile forest and kind of laugh at stuff like this. But when you're here in the middle of it, hours and hours from a village with people, it does feel very real. And it's very real to Holp and Halap, the things that they're talking about. This isn't a game or a laugh. These things exist.
Udah ay mau kabila ba lali ko wa bila ko ala di matero matabla pata ba malo milo biol mati ani pata milo biol mati la ko gungop tanuk bilan to bayi kayolol bulan la mati ro biasa lau perintan udah puau ko tombo utrine mati ro mati lo bayi Wagi bil makali pila mati daw wagi di gunta wagi ako lolo kalau mola wagi. Suma maba bam tom ko lo kai mon tom ko bali mo le pun to ba la ko lo ngako mo ba. Kakwa ka ba le ku mati mo ba.
The gradual collapse of Holpen Halap's treehouse is the beginning of the end of the Korowai's treehouse dwelling culture. But it is also much more than that. For the last 10,000 years, hunter-gatherers have survived by harnessing fire and using stone, wood, bone and antlers for their tools. But the next generation of Korowai have already rejected this way of life, replacing it with cigarette lighters, batteries and processed food. Once the experience of living the old way goes, it is lost forever.
Pak Halap, kamu takut meninggal?
Oh, sebenarnya, nombor bali. Nombor apa nih sih bali lah, nombor apa ya, mau bawa aja kok. Anu nombor bali, nombor apa ya? Nombor nih sih nombor bali lah, nombor bali. Apa kami doa apa bilang ke? Apa pasti bawa kaki itu. Kau walu pingga kau kabla kalum kompatiri lupa kau nanti tu mau kompatiri mati apa? Aku apa yang bawa kalau lain kaji mau kompatiri tiro. Mau tu apa bulu bela apa ya apa bulu bela. Wah gelar nanti pasti baru mau kompatiri lagi. Apa ibalu mau tai bola. Ya lop tolo lepu bawa kompatiri ya lop tu kompatiri apa kompatiri lagi. Nung bapak map gay robot dan bapak balik negara balik. Kalau balik lah aku lah ini balik lah. Nembrong nuwa aku lah aku apa? Bapak kapi intro balik aku. Nebori robot dan nebori tiba balik aku. Nembrong nuwa bapak aku lah lo nimpo kai. Balik lah nunggu golong tu lobo.
I've come back to the village of Moira. It's time for me to return to my home in Wales. My plan is to make one final trip to Korowai territory in a couple of months' time. But before I leave, I want to settle things with August.
Perez, saya mau bicara dengan August Saudara ya. So kita bisa jalan dengan Amal dan Sun ke rumah. Yeah.
I'm really worried that if I give in to August's demand for a boat, I'll be opening myself up to even more excessive demands next time I come. And that August, too, will come under yet more pressure to give out money to the wider community.
Selamat pagi. Malumba.
So far, with the help of my local producer Shinta, we've tried to pay everyone a fair amount for the work they've done.
Amo bali dali dao, amo ne amo belum dia kalau doh, amo ne pa, amo dili dao, kalau dili dao, amo belum di, waktu bojo awak tadi hari, no, yang terakhir dong do, itu abo domo tanu video kai, no, wah itu nak kali itu boda, ya wah itu saya imali, no ya mau mengkalo lumali, no, kamari apa no. 20 na ranu kajane o bida bidom do wai no wai mesine papa wai la bolo wai wali papa na pa papa bolo bida manalinga je na pa na mirota ate menalinga aba bali no li prida pa bida banangalo no la wai po banangalo no la wai te juno mo manalinga ba ji glaba la unte tro glaba yo wai yo te la une de bo la wa la wa perota li
Saya maaf sekali. Terima kasih August Manop. Tapi untuk saya tidak ada uang ini. Saya tidak ada. Ini saja. So, tidak ada 20 juta ya. Ini untuk Sophie. Ini untuk Dodi. Ini untuk Sun. Ini untuk Amal. Ini untuk kamu. Okay. Right. Saya jalan ya.
Bawa tu yang lain mana nak dia aku tak tahu. Kita belum jalan.
Tidak bisa maaf ya.
Iya, tapi
Belum. Saya tidak ada lagi. Ini saja. Saya tidak ada uang banyak. Kapan saya kerja di sini, kapan saya guru bahasa Inggris di Papua, ini lebih uang saya. Itu betul.
Yang ni kalau lu golin lu nama minggu baru golin mampu. Oh, apa no lihat no nanti aku pombo. Gue au no kuda. Gue imari. Go kuda.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to go. Maaf, yeah. Come on, Perez, let's go, mate. Kita jalan. Perez, come on, mate.
The demands are escalating quickly. 20 million rupiah is twice as much as August was asking for just a few days ago.
Come on, Perez. Kita jalan, teman. Come on. Perez, kami pikir itu baik atau kita ada masalah?
Ada masalah. Dia bilang harus.
Really?
Yeah.
Great. Ada masalah. Kami pikir 20 juta itu baik?
Saya belum tahu.
Everybody's running now to get stuff ahead of me. I don't know what's going to happen. Doesn't look great, to be honest. Perez, kita jalan, yeah? That went down badly. He asked for 20 million rupiah.
Yes, 20 million.
And he said he's not going to do anything else with us now.
Yeah,
Because I didn't give him 20 million rupiah this morning. So.
That's it then.
We need to get going.
Yeah.
I think we might need to get gone.
Hey.
August, maaf teman ya. Kita kerja sama-sama untuk 2 atau 3 hari saja. Orang sini mereka tidak ada 20 juta untuk 2 atau 3 hari kerja, ya?
This is the price we're all paying for trying to do things differently. On other trips, producers like Shinta would take care of all of these sorts of negotiations off camera, and the audience would be none the wiser. But this time I wanted to film everything that happens openly and honestly. But because things are going wrong, the result is very uncomfortable for us all.
Of course, I'm disappointed. I really didn't think it would end that way. But I thought that we would at least be able to find some common ground. But actually, in reality, it's worse than I thought. He's asked for even more money than I thought overnight. And his reaction was one of anger and annoyance. He obviously thinks that what I've done's really wrong. And I don't agree with him. So there we go. It's a real sad end.
I've been thinking long and hard about whether to come back to Muara at all. But I feel uneasy about leaving things in such a bad place with August. Now, I've also promised that I'd bring Hulp and Halap some medicines, which my medic prescribed for them. So 2 months later, I'm back at the gateway to Korowai territory, in Marble, a 6-hour boat journey from the village of Mwara where August lives.
This is the 4th and final trip. It feels quite weird, really. I thought I'd feel quite exhilarated in a way, actually, when it got to this stage that, you know, it was coming to an end. But actually, in reality, I feel quite tense. I feel nervous. Things weren't good with me and August at the end of the last trip, to say the least. And you never know what's going to happen when you turn up in Mwara.
I'd really like to be able to resolve things with August before heading back into the forest to see Hulp and Halap one last time.
It's quiet, but it is raining. Yo, right, mate? Man up. What's up, Will? All right, son? August is back from the forest, or wherever he's been. But there's a bit of a meeting of minds, to be honest, over at Barnabas's place. A lot of the youth that weren't here the last time I was here have come back into town, and they're all sat together at the end of the hut. So, don't know what's being said. August! August! Man up! Oh, I'm gonna go over. This is ridiculous. Man up. Man up to man. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Some more bike?
Mua bay.
Yeah? August. August. Good. Bagus ya. Tidak ada masalah.
Salam kali mah tidak masalah.
Cool. Dadah, August.
Perez tells me that August is refusing to talk to me unless I meet his demand for a boat. We're in a stalemate, so to try and clear things up, I go to August's house to look for him.
Hello, belum ada. No, he's not here, mate.
But he's nowhere to be found until I'm awoken by shouting the next morning.
Kenapa tidak? Kenapa tidak? Itu
August.
saya kenapa?
Babom.
Bapak apa?
Kita bicara.
Ini adalah apa?
August, tolong. Tolong, teman. Tolong. Babom.
Bapak apa?
August, babom. August, babom. Hey.
Kenapa kasih bodoh saya?
August, babom.
Bodoh juga saya belum saya.
Babom saja. Come on, mate. Tolong, teman. Hey. Ya, August, bagaimana? Come on.
Bagaimana tidak?
August, saya kasih obat untuk anak kamu. Saya kasih 16 juta ke kamu.
Apa?
Ke saudara kamu. 16 juta. Ya? Kita semua teman di sini ya. Kita bisa bicara. Ini tidak baik.
Tidak apa?
Bicara saja. Come on.
Tidak bisa.
Babom ya. Oi, come on. Bicara dengan teman ya. Kita bisa bicara ya. Babom.
This is going to stop now, Will. Yeah, we have to physically restrain this
No,
guy.
we don't. Calm your fucking self, all right? He's got a bow and arrow. All right? We don't physically restrain him.
Halo.
Come on, tidak ada. August. August, come on. Salam. Come on, man. Come on. August. You what? August. Come on, man. Hey, 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 hey. Setiap hari kita di sini, kita kasih obat, kita kasih makan, kita sudah kasih uang. 1 tahun di sini saya, 16 juta saya kasih ke August, 16 juta. Kita ada masalah ini untuk 16 juta, dia mau kapal, dia mau Tintin dari saya. Ini baik? Ini baik? Ya?
Itu sama sekali. Saya juga ada. Saya bukan jauh.
What's that?
He doesn't get anything.
Oh, Joel, come on. Saya kasih banyak uang untuk kamu.
Saya tidak dapat sama sekali.
Oh, Joel, come on, man. Ini Korowai. Di mana teman saya, ya? Di mana teman? Siapa bicara dengan August? Dengan dia marah, saya. Where were you all? Where was everybody?
Barang ini tidak membawa, nanti buat semua.
What? Beres bilang apa?
Katanya
Yeah.
bagus untuk kita masuk ke dalam, tidak bisa pergi, tidak bisa masuk ke dalam, tidak bisa juga tinggal di sini. Tempat tujuan kamu harus pergi, tapi permintaan kita katanya angkat barang satu orang bayar 350 dan bayar untuk dia 35 juta untuk dia pegang dan masuk ke dalam untuk bekerja di dalam sampai kita mau pulang, katanya bayar 50 juta lalu bisa pulang katanya.
The whole village is now turned against us. Without boatmen and porters to help, there is no way to leave. The threat feels very real, and the nearest police post is 6 hours away.
Bisa bicara, August? August, kalau kamu mau uang, kita harus bicara. No, he's gone. He's gone off again.
Terus dia mau kalau dari sini bayar saya tidak bisa keluar, itu tidak bisa barang apa itu tahan dia bilang.
Apa itu?
We can go.
Cannot go.
Cannot go.
I'd hoped that by returning to the same place 4 times over the course of a year, I'd form closer relationships with people and get a deeper understanding of Korowai life. But it appears I've made enemies instead.
Like,
Dia sudah kasih turun 5.500.000. Kalau tidak kasih Agus berarti tidak bisa.
no, saya tahu, tapi saya kasih uang ke August, saya tidak ada uang lagi untuk mereka. Mereka baik, tidak ada masalah?
Tidak ada.
Saya bisa berangkat?
Tidak ada. Bisa.
Betul?
Ya, bisa.
Itu sudah mengaturkan sendiri.
Ya, bisa.
Saya harus bicara dengan teman-teman, mengerti? Ya? Ini mahal? Ya? Baik? Okay. All right, we'll go away, we'll all have a chat together, and then we'll try and figure out where we're at. But that's already come down a lot from the 50 million that we originally had to pay, you know, so. 25.500.000. Okay. Saya bicara dengan dia, ya? So the thought is that we go back to them with 25 million, but there's a massive part of me that would still really like to say goodbye to Hope and Halap. My feeling is that we get the circus out of town, everybody leaves, and then they'll know that the money's gone as well, and that I just go in tonight, say my goodbyes, and then I leave alone first thing tomorrow morning with Perez.
I think we can assist you if something happens. At least we'll be here, and we have a base here. All our stuff is here. Yeah, I think everyone is safer together.
Vanya, you look absolutely terrified.
No. Really, Will. You look at me like, I'm okay.
Thibaut, how do you feel?
I'm still okay. We must finish here. We are a team, so we must stick together.
Absolutely.
Mwara epitomises the difficulties that tribal cultures in transition face. Only a few years ago, when the Korowai were living in the forest, we loved to film them in their tree houses. We wanted what they had. Now most of them have left the forest behind and entered the cash economy, they want what we have. The rules have changed, and neither of us knows the right way to behave anymore.
Lisa? Okay, begini. So, tas ini saya ada 25 juta 500. Ini untuk August, Maubeli Tintin, dan ini untuk semua orang Mwara. Saya ada lagi. Saya mau jalan kaki sendiri ke rumah Hope dan Halap, ke rumah tinggi, karena mereka teman saya, so saya mau selamat saja, dan besok saya pulang. Saya sendiri, tidak ada kamera besar, tidak ada orang bule lagi, saya sendiri, karena mereka teman saya. Itu baik?
Amo alalo, no yent na, no se no pin pa no hopa. No yent na, se raim da pe do me de muti va lo de, no tamo plida, si, yai pa obi.
Ai mà nó mỏi, ai mà
ba pin dai da wa ba ni, ko ba mo ba se no mi mo ba ni.
Okay. There we go. I'm giving it to August. Okay, August, yeah? Okay. All right.
Can you get that handshake now?
I don't know. I don't really want to shake his hand, to be honest, Gav. I mean, it's robbery, right? Okay, cool. All right. Bike. I'm sorry. Saya maaf. Saya mau kita taman, yeah, but sometimes it doesn't work out, does it?
Good luck. Okay. God bless you. See you tomorrow.
Now I've paid, I'm free to go back into the forest to see Hope and Halap,
All the best, guys. Stay safe, yeah?
albeit without the film crew. Instead, I'm taking Perez to translate and his friend Daniel to help carry our things.
It's about an hour before sunset and I can see the smoke of a fire coming up in the clearing ahead. Yo!
In one of our old huts, I can see Hope and some women and children from the village who are passing through.
Ui. Aduh, Taman. Some more bike? Bike. Sakit semua. Sakit di mana? Oh, Taman. Okay, saya bawa obat ke sini. Halap di mana?
Ya jalan-jalan.
Jalan-jalan. Kembali jam sore.
Tidak telah. Tidak. Dia tidak datang.
Maaf Pak, Hope karena kita ada banyak masalah dengan August dan di Muara. Hari ini dia ada panah. Dia bicara saya mau kasih mati karena saya tidak beli August Tintin.
Aku berapa aja itu makanya aku berapa. Ini aku bangga aku mana aku betul.
Bagus begitu.
I'm so happy that I've managed to see Hope today. With any luck, Halap might come along tomorrow. That would just be awesome. But if he doesn't, at least I managed to come back. And I'll take small mercies like that on a day like today.
Bagus sekali.
Here he comes. Man up. Man up. Man up. Oh, man up. Man up. So, Halap is insisting that we don't leave until we've eaten some of his fish, providing for us until the last. Terima kasih. Manop torpedo Pak Halap untuk ikan. Manop. There it is. Okay, boys. Kita harus makan cepat ya, dan jalan kuat. These guys, they actually have a place to live, ironically, out of all of these cruise huts that we have here. Maybe it's not going to be good enough for their futures, who knows what their futures hold, but the traditional Korowai way is to live in the moment, and that's what they're doing. Okay, bye. Ini obat untuk kaki sakit, ya. Satu hari ini vitamin untuk kuat. Satu hari ini, ya. Satu hari ini juga, ya. Dua-dua. Saya jalan. Yo. Ya, kita harus jalan. Halo. Duh. It's got his stuff. Tidak kembali itu saja.
Belai pelida deh. Oh ya.
Tuh, halap, manok. Manok teman. Oh, manok. Jangan lupa obat ya. Baik-baik, ini baik-baik. Satu hari satu ya. Satu hari satu obat ini. Boleh?
Lebih dari jauh.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Stick. Dadah. Yo. There we go. They drift back off into the forest. And I drift out of the forest. I'm so glad that I got to say goodbye to Hope and Halap. But I'm also aware that I've had an impact on the lives of everyone I met. Some good, some bad. And that the process of making these films has often changed the very thing I wanted to document in the first place.
I've got much closer to understanding the truth of how the Korowai live today. But in the process, I've also been pushed further away from them.
Okay, here we go. There's the guys. How's things, guys?
Good, good. Want some water?
I'd love some water, thank you. Yeah. Some water bike? Yo. Selamat siang, teman. Bike, yeah? Cool. Kita ambil tas ke sini. Kapan mama kamu hamil? Saya lihat. Kapan kamu masuk dunia ini? Selamat tinggal, Sophie. You know, this is what a tribal society in transition looks like. It's deeply complicated. And it's that difficulty that you rarely see in television or even experience with your own two eyes. It's something utterly, utterly unique. And for that reason, I don't regret coming here, despite the fact that it's been difficult, because I know that I've experienced something that I'll probably never experience again.
Holp and Halap represent the last gasp of a hunter-gatherer culture, which for tens of thousands of years defined us all and has shaped our bodies and minds today. They have a rich and deep understanding of a world which I don't share and can never attain. 6 months after leaving the Korowai, I'm now left wondering, are they still out there? Does their way of life even exist anymore? Or did I just witness its disappearance forever?